to the NFL playoffs are pretty much set, with the exception we're taping this game currently as the Seahawks.
Taping this game?
I said taping this game. Taping this show as the Seahawks are playing the Rams. The winner of that game will be...
This is where we hit the brakes because Kevin's getting ahead of himself. And this is where I cut Kevin off and you people get upset and I don't give a shit. Because we are playing word association with the NFL playoffs.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Pats or Steelers?
Pats.
Indianapolis Colts.
Injuries.
Green Bay.
Defense.
Falcons.
Offense.
Rex Ryan.
Cuckold.
Ooh.
Some of you people are raising your eyebrows like The Rock right now, wondering what the fuck cuckold is. For you people that don't know what cuckold is, George will know what cuckold is because George is a fucking pervert. Cuckold, C-U-C-K-H-O-L-D, and this nigga is not in the spelling bee, is, I'm not going to say, but go to Urban Dictionary or go to your local porn store and you'll find out what cuckold is, but that's what Rex Ryan is.
Okay. On to the playoffs.
Pats and the Steelers lead this thing, and they both have buys.
Right.
Me personally, I think it's the Pats Super Bowl to lose. They just
look good.
And here's the thing: for all you people who want to get pissed off at Bill Belichick, and here's the thing: you had Bill Walsh and all these coaches who came out of Bill Walsh and did really good.
Right.
Then you have Bill Belichick, and you have all these coaches who went out and did nothing. So that shows you how good Bill Belichick is. He can plug in any coach, any player, in any situation, and that little man has got a formula that is going to win him another NFL Super Bowl.
And that shows you how good Tom Brady is.
Yeah.
The Jets will be going to Indy.
That's going to be a tough game.
That will be a tough game. And the Ravens will be off to Kansas City.
That's going to be a joke.
That's going to be a joke.
Ravens are going to smack the piss out of the Chiefs.
And I say that only because Kansas City had a remarkable season. They really turned around, but they just did not play a lot of
So who's
teams.
the lowest seed going into this? Is it Indy? Because Indy had to win to stay in, right?
The lowest seed going into this is the Jets.
The Jets.
So because Indy won their division.
So if the Jets win, they're going to have to go to New England.
If the Jets win, they would have to go to New England. And the Ravens will go to the Steelers if they beat Kansas City.
Oh, come on, Baltimore. I hate the Steelers.
Now, on the NFC side of the ball, you've got the
Falcons and Bears.
They buys. Now, Green Bay will be visiting Philly, your Eagles, which I think Philly...
in all honesty, and this pains me to say it, Green Bay is going to beat Philadelphia. Their defense is too nasty, and unless Vic has a hell of a day, and I think they're going to put 8 guys in the box and be like, Vic, you're going to have to beat us with your arm.
And I think they're going to just say Clay Matthews go after Vic. And if there's anybody in the NFL right now that's young enough and fast enough to probably somewhat contain Michael Vick, I'd have to say it'd be Clay Matthews. But we'll see. I like both of those teams. Now, the Saints are going to visit the winner of tonight's game. That's happening right now as we're winning. It is a fucking joke because the Saints are the fucking former Super Bowl champions. They have played pretty well, although they did lose to Tampa today. But they are going to be playing a team that at best will have a 500 record. These motherfuckers are terrible, man. So I'm about ready to go on a fucking stat right here. You know what I'm saying?
See this?
What the fuck?
This is the best part because this guy will sit here and tell you, playoff things needs to be changed. No, just it happens. It doesn't happen.
I'm not saying the playoffs need to be changed, but goddamn, I mean, look at these motherfuckers' records, man. I mean, that's you, me, and 9 other niggas out on the football field. And you know damn well we could put up some points against the Rams or the Seahawks.
Let me explain something to you. As adamant as you were about that, no.
It sounded good for me.
Okay, so what is this? The NFC West? It's a terrible division. Shit happens, but you know what? The bright spot is Sam Bradford.
That shit is the fucking Mountain West. That shit is the Mountain West.
It's probably why TCU is trying to get out of it.
TCU would have been in the playoffs this year.
TCU's nasty.
They are nasty. Why don't we roll right into that? We can roll right into that.
Over all that other stuff?
No, fuck it. Favre is done.
Yeah,
we knew that, and we've heard that several times.
Frazier got hired by the Vikings. Walt Frazier.
Yeah. Walt Frazier. Oh, shit. He was a beast, man. You remember that?
No.
He does those fucking Just For Men commercials. But anyway.
Jason Garrett supposedly will be the head coach of Dallas by the end of today.
Now, Cable is likely done, they're saying, in Oakland. And I found that kind of funny. Why? It's because he beat everyone in the AFC West.
Look, man, the only thing that's going to save the Raiders is Al Davis dying.
Oh, my God.
You want to argue that with me? Go ahead.
I'm not going to argue shit. I'm just saying, wow.
Dude, Shorty, he's like Weekend at Bernie's. There are 2 people that you don't see off camera holding Al Davis up.
With them Evil Knievel and Captain Crunch outfits, man.
Oh,
who dresses that motherfucker,
He
man?
wears a rhinestone
This shit
get-up.
is so fucking crazy looking. Damn. Captain Crunch. I know James better put Captain Crunch in the background. Right now, I should be looking over. Right now, Captain Crunch should be over our shoulder.
With Al Davis's head.
Yes.
Anyway, on to college football. It's been big. The bowl games have been going on and on
Yes.
and on and on and on and on and on.
To the break of dawn.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now the national championship game's what, Thursday?
That shit's getting crazy.
First it was Sunday, now it was Monday, Tuesday. I mean, Jesus.
It's
God,
fucking nuts,
come
man. It's
on.
the 10th, right?
Sure.
That shit's crazy. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in college football.
UConn got smacked by Oklahoma and lost their head coach and their starting tailback all in one game. Starting tailback's going to the NFL. Head coach is going to
Maryland. He's going to be new head coach of Turk. I think
what the hell happened to Mike Leach?
I think what happened was Leach got fired with all that bullshit going on when he was coaching Texas Tech, and I think they got worried about it, and they were like, you know what, we better go with the more conservative coaching change, and I think that could hurt them.
I don't.
Because Leach was nasty.
Let me explain something to you real quick. My opinion on this one. Mike Leach, I think, burned way too many bridges.
Yeah.
He ran off at the mouth. He sat there and did this, that, or the other thing. Donald Trump is writing letters for him. Dude, seriously, you're going to have to man up and take a lower-level job, a place like Connecticut. I'm not knocking Connecticut. You
Right.
just played Oklahoma in a big bowl.
Right.
Good job. But that's the last time you ever win the Big East. Just saying.
Especially with TCU going to be there in 2012.
So, I mean, I think for Mike Leach to get back to the top level, he's going to have to keep his mouth shut and take a lower-level job.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I think he fucked himself over with his own mouth.
And speaking of people that fuck themselves over with their own ability, what do you think about Charlie Weiss and his big ass?
Charlie Weiss got ran out of Kansas City. Can you imagine that?
Did they run him out?
Supposedly him and the head coach couldn't see eye to eye on calling plays. Imagine that.
I thought he was doing a pretty good job in Kansas City. It looked like. Well, he is going to be Florida's new offensive coordinator.
And not the Florida Marlins, not the Florida Gators. Like, he's going from the NFL offensive coordinator to take the same job with the Florida Gators.
I don't know. But Bobby, this is you. Me and George are talking directly. Bobby, we're talking
this
directly.
on your Facebook.
Yeah. You guys hired a new coach. Unfortunately, he was a Negro. One that likes to beat it.
I thought it was only white guys that beat his wife.
No, it's not just white guys that beat his wife. This motherfucker's beating his wife. Now, they fired him. He didn't even. You weren't even hired for a month before you went and fucked it up.
2.5 weeks.
You know,
Shit can.
I know your wife is giggling her ass off.
Really?
I don't know, maybe not. She might be crying. Probably was crying her ass off, holding her ribs. Anyway, it's not a funny matter. You don't put your hand on women. It's fucked up.
TCU is fast.
Yeah.
I would love to see TCU in Oregon play. Sadly, we won't get to see that.
We won't.
But I did watch TCU run up and down the field on Wisconsin.
And remain undefeated.
In some cleats that supposedly were supposed to keep you from slipping, but all they did was slip around the field, and TCU was dumb enough not to bring a backup pair of cleats.
Yet another
They still
reason
won.
there should be a playoff system. Bama and the Sooners routed. Nebraska got upset. Who gives a fuck? Because George and I are out the fucking door.
But we're not. See, this is Kevin getting ahead of himself again.
It's because I'm wired on coffee, man.
But we don't have to edit this, so we can put this, just slip this in at the end. First off, Kevin and I, we're thinking about covering the world's football. And by that
Soccer.
we mean soccer.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all out there in soccer land, if you could give us a place to go to, just a little brief synopsis on what the fuck soccer is, because to me it just looks like a bunch of motherfuckers running around a field chasing a ball
But it's so
for
popular.
2 hours.
'Cause if you go on to sports videos, the most watched videos, sports videos, they're always the top 7 of them are soccer videos.
And about once a month, somebody tells me I look like Wayne Rooney. Shorty,
Who
if
the
I
fuck
had,
is that?
It's a big ass dude for England. If I had half his money,
Oh, yeah, I knew that guy. I remember him, yeah.
Supposedly I look like Wayne Rooney.
Okay.
Whatever. And the other thing is, Kevin has a flip cam. I have a flip cam, and we're thinking about giving you
Breaking news shit.
a shot from our flip cam.
We just sit right here real quick, talk about some shit that just happened real quick that's breaking.
It doesn't even have to be here. Kevin
Yeah.
could be in his car on the way home.
Yep.
I could be at work, because that's basically all we do anymore.
That's right. Breaking news.
So what do you guys think?
Let us know.
Soccer and flip cam vids.
Yep. We're out.